You're listening to Bush Radio. Bush Radio.
Your real talk radio.
Mr. Odumakin, Afenifere finds government wanting in the unending Fulani attacks around the country. Is this an indictment of President Buhari?
Oh, definitely. Because the buck ends on his table as the president of Nigeria. He swore to defend the constitution of Nigeria. And that says that the president of Nigeria has a duty to protect the lives and property of every citizen of Nigeria. In the last 1 year, the Fulani Herdsmen have got completely out of hands. They've been killing everywhere all over the south and the middle belts. We've not heard of their attack anywhere in the northwest up till now. And we expect the government to have acted on this matter. But the silence from the village is too loud for us, for our comfort. And they were further insulted when Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information, told us that the government is working in silence when there are open graves all over Nigeria. So we believe that the president has not done enough. And there are insinuations, maybe the president is not aware. People are insinuating that perhaps his patron to these cattle raiders is what has emboldened them. So the president owes a duty to speak up, to call this man to order, to enforce the laws of Nigeria, so that this country will not disintegrate over his head.
Were you and the elders of Afenifere surprised that unidentified hitmen suspected to be Fulanis had to strike again at Chief Falaye's property, this time killing one of his workers?
Oh yes, we were flabbergasted that in spite of the outrage over the kidnapping of Chief Falaye, this herdsman had the audacity to go back there not once, not twice. It was the third time that they killed his guard. And this was a reprisal attack because Chief Falaye had the guts to ask them to pay compensation for eating up the crops on his farm. Like also in the Enugu case, we suspect that this will not be unconnected with the report by the DSS that he found some Fulani corpses in an unmarked grave when no DNA was done. So the audacity of this Fulani herdsmen is repugnant and it's galling.
Do we still see them as herdsmen? Some are already saying there is a kind of terrorism that is going on in the country today.
And well, you can see now that Boko Haram is taking the back seat while the herdsmen are now on the front row. It is clear that there's a clear agenda behind what these men are doing. They are hiding behind the cows to carry on what may be associated with jihad, an expansionist agenda, and given the fact that, like I said earlier on, their activities have been very pronounced in the southern part of the country and the middle belt, it is clear that there's more to this than cattle grazing, and there's a larger agenda which is inimical to the unity and peace of this country, and that's why we are calling the president to act decisively before it is too late. Because people are not going to watch these men massacring them for too long. At a point, the victims may want to defend themselves, and you know what that means.
Is Afenifere accusing the Department of State Security of ethnic bias?
Definitely. There are over 250 ethnic groups in this country. The Fulani herdsmen have been killing all over the south and the middle belt. They've killed Agatus, they've killed Yoruba, they've killed Igbo. They killed a monarch in Delta State, in Ubuluku. The SSS had no reports. Only for the SSS to file a report that it has some 5 Fulani men in some graves in the southeast without any DNA conducted. Actually, the DSS is playing an ethnic agenda, an ethnic card, And that is not helpful for the unity of this country.
Will Afenifere just continue to talk? Are there no attempts to see what they can force out of this president?
Well, as it is now, I think these things are in stages. We will not foreclose any options in this matter. For instance, also we have called on the Southwest governors that they have to meet immediately to fashion out ways to protect and defend the lives of citizens in their territories. So every options are on the card as we go on in this crusade against the carnage being carried out by the said herdsmen.
Mr. Odumakin, do you see a degeneration of national security if these marauders are not dealt with sooner than later?
Oh, it has already degenerated. We can only pray that it does not escalate beyond what it is now. I was talking to a pastor yesterday from Jos who was telling me that young men who are Christians in Jos openly told him that, Mr. Pastor, saints of Christianity said we should turn the other cheek. We are suspending our Christianity for now. We are going to defend ourselves and our land. When we finish, we come back. If you want to admit us back as Christians, fine. If you don't want to, it's okay by us. That's the level of desperation that's being forced on the country. And that's why the leadership of the country cannot play the ostrich at this moment, hiding his head in the sand and believe that nobody sees his body.
Can we create grazing reserve for the Fulani herdsmen?
No. We don't want any grazing reserves. We don't want ranches on our land. Let's create mega ranches on them in the north, where cattle land is the occupation. When we were at National Conference 2014, a delegate from the north told us in our committee that the entire southeast is not up to Sabita Forest. Why can't they have grazing ranches in that place? And then when they do their ranches, raise their cows on their soil, if they want to bring cows to Ibadan, they can put them in a vehicle. If they put their technology, they can make them as corn beef. Argentina is the largest producer of corn beef all over the world today. Do they go everywhere all over the world to raise cows? No. By the time you raise it, you make a cow to trek from Borno to Ibadan. It has gone so cold, it has lost all its strength. So we don't want grazing reserves. We don't want ranches here. Let the ranches be built in the north. And in any case, cattle rearing is a private business, it's not a government enterprise. So why should we now use government funds to be building ranches for herdsmen? Are we going to build shops for Igbo traders? Are we going to cultivate the farms of Yoruba farmers for them? It's not. So they are equal before the law. They said equally. We cannot treat the Fulani herdsmen specially because what they are doing, they are not giving their cows free. It's a business from which they are making money.
Mr. Odumakin, you would agree with me that the discussion of this subject is taking ethnic dimension. And you want to ask, when are we going to stop talking about ethnicity when issues arise?
When the world ends.
When the world ends?
Yes, because ethnicity is the reality of life. Go into the Bible. 12 tribes of Israel. Why not for the same father? But they are tribes. In every decision, every tribe brings a man. These are the reality of our life. Nigeria is a salad bowl society. When you take a bowl of salad, you can see all the ingredients. This lettuce, this tomato, this carrot, this egg. It's a combination of all these ingredients that gives you what is called salad. Nigeria is never going to become a melting pot because God, who created us with different identities, knows why he did so, and nobody can erase that out of life.
Is Afenifere still looking at the restructuring of the Nigerian state?
Oh, definitely. We stand on the implementation of 2014 National Conference report. That's the minimum we feasible to keep this country together. As since today, it's 1:45 in Nigeria. You know, in the United Nations, there's what's called disaster clock. When the country is under stress, when it's getting to a boiling point, they said that country is at a quarter to midnight. Nigeria today is at a quarter to midnight. And the only way this clock can pass over us is to restructure Nigeria. Otherwise, let me not see what the options are.
Bush Radio.
Bush Radio. Bush Radio.
Bush Radio.
Your real talk radio.